Hello. So, I was seriously considering taking a break from this show just because of last episode and just because of how some of the community's been. It was a little too much for me, and I was kind of considering quitting, but I'm gonna keep going. But, yeah, same as last time, I'm not checking the comments anymore since what happened last time, so, yeah. Because I don't have moderators. This isn't even a nearly big enough channel that would even make sense to really have any, I guess. There's no chance in fuck I'm making a Discord either. I don't like Discord. Sorry for my language. It's a swearing thing. I would make a community Discord, but the YouTube channel isn't that fucking big. And, just Discord is not a fun place. I don't like Discord. I really don't like Discord. I enjoy it just for talking to personal close friends and having calls with them, but I don't go on Discord for servers anymore. I don't do that. It's not my thing. I hate Discord. But yeah, let's just watch this episode, see what happens. Last episode was really fucking sad. Actually, yeah, before I start this, I wanted to say I have a theory. That the little girl Sasha saved in season 2 was actually raised and adopted by Sasha's father. So the girl that Sasha saved, the little blonde girl, she's probably badass now and knows how to hunt and use a bow and arrow the same as Sasha and stuff. She's a hunter. That would be cool if they did that. I think that would tie together and be really cool if they did that. If they don't, I'm gonna be a little disappointed because we haven't seen Sasha's father in a long time. Literally since season 2, episode 4 or 3, I think it was actually. No, not even that. I think it was episode 2. It's been a long time since we've seen Sasha's dad. We knew about him. We got an introduction to him. He seemed like a cool character and he was interesting. Brought up a lot of good points. Had a really good speech towards Sasha, especially a speech that, in the current climate of this season, still purveys. Is that even a fucking word? It would still make sense. What he said back then is the wall is broken down. We need to be kind. We're all people. We're all in this together, Sasha. So you're gonna choose to be selfish, or you're gonna choose to help others. And then it leads back to her saving the little girl in that episode, doing something heroic, and then her dad is proud of her. So I'm hoping they show her dad and we get some I don't know, just a reaction out of him, finding it out, and maybe the little girl she saved will end up wanting to kill Gabby or something. That would be an interesting conflict. I'm just saying, throwing that out there. No, there's way more bigger things in the grand scheme to explore and do in this show, but I just think that would be a nice little addition to the story, something spicy. But without further ado, I'll do the reaction. Alright. To hear, we just listen. 3 years ago. Whoa. Oh, that's Aaron, I'm guessing. Obviously. Lifting up the boat. Damn. Lifted a boulder back then, so it's not too... Hello, friends from Marley. Welcome to Paradise Island. Your guests. Join us for some tea. This guest that arrived before you. He's tired of your shitty skin. You devils. Marley doesn't mingle with filthy. I like this, getting a flashback to back then. Because I don't... That's another thing. I'm used to this show, like Hanji being all bubbly and stuff like that, and just silly. Seems like season 4, obviously, is really serious, and like it doesn't want to have many lighthearted moments now. At all. Like it wants to get a point across. But I just miss this. Like, this feels nice being back here. And go with filthy blood. Drink your pig piss with your filthy friends. Hey, you sure you want to be rude to us? Real you devils, say hello to us. Oh shit. Hands up, Yelena. Interesting. Dude, we got to see the squad there. Hold on. There's a little crab going by. Oh my gosh! It's all them before. Oh, and Sasha. And Armin still has his haircut. They all still look the same. They're back then. This is nice. I like seeing them. Oh, yeah. Interesting. She's a follower of Zeke. And Zeke clearly has a soft spot for Eren because he's his brother in season 3. Because he's like, I'm coming back to save you. She's a follower of Zeke. So obviously she knows about Eren. In fact, most fucking people do at this point in Marley. But, yeah. That was cool. I like that. And you got to see Onyankopon too. Onyankopon? I don't want to butcher the pronunciation of his name. I'd say correct me in the comments and tell me the correct pronunciation, but I'll just Google it myself. Onyankopon. Onyankopon. Onyankopon? Onyankopon? I'm just going to say Onyankopon. It's starting to hurt my throat actually from saying it because it's a very unique pronunciation, but I like his name. It's cool. So, him and Yelena. Okay. They're both, like, pretty much on board of Zeke, then. The, Paradise Island. Cool. Shit, what else was I gonna say? Right. I'll start talking about my opinions on this show. For one, I don't think Eren has had a character evolution throughout the show. I think he's had a character, I don't know what to call it. I don't have a very wide vocabulary. He's been deconstructed, had parts like stripped away from him. He's been broken down over time. He hasn't been evolving. He's just been changed. Like, oh, we're so close to episode 69. Huge lady of theirs shot and killed their crowner. Oh, Sasha! No napping, Sasha. I like this. Their willingness to share information is unbelievably lucky for us. Cool. Till this day, Titans are still so creepy, even though knowing the origins of them, you feel bad for them because there are people turned into these monsters, but that's still really creepy. These weapons, they would never hinder a land assault. Well, ain't that funny? It blows away my expectations. The beast. Wow. Historia and Zachary. It's crazy seeing all these people again. Pixis! Okay, so I was right. I said Pixis is gonna play a role in this too, because he's like a big, like, character. So I'm so glad to see these characters again. Fuck. I'm glad I decided to watch this. I actually don't know how much this is like alleviating like feelings for me, seeing these characters again. Mm-hmm. The rumbling. Story of safety. Some hunch of mine. Wow. I remember hearing someone online complaining about that, like it was a cliche, like, oh yeah, it's this big revelation. I think it was Penguin Zero. I love Penguin Zero, but that was one of his complaints about this, was like, oh yeah, it's the cliche where he keeps the secret and doesn't tell anyone for some dumb reason, and they just broke that cliche and he just blatantly told them there. That's crazy. I love Penguin Zero, no shade, but just... Oh, good lord. Wow. It's creating rainfall. Filthy Island of Filthy Devils, you're gonna love it. As long as you like pig piss. Are you good at swimming? It was fun back then. The aliens are feared and hated by the world. Full of unknowns. You have dark skin on Youngapun. Oh! Because our creator thought it's more interesting with a mix of people. I love it! We're subject to be mirror the same. We exist because we... I'm sorry, I love how innocent Sasha is in asking that. I found out the world itself is complex and full of unknowns. Why do you have dark skin on Youngapun? Oh, Sasha. Because our creator thought it's more interesting with a mix of people. We're subject to be mirror the same. We exist because we... Who created us? So I'm getting distracted right now because my dad's saying something outside my room. What? Not right now, man. This is not a good time. I'm enjoying this episode so much. There's new characters I'm getting to learn about. Go away. On Yonkapun. So our creator thought it's more interesting with most people. I love it. They're finally touching on this. Different races. It's so cool. And just because we were wanted. Who created us? And who gave the founder power? Is it even edible? Seafood? Oh, I love this. I love this episode. Oh shit. This is awesome. Take your time. I'm the same way, Sasha. I love my lobster. I love seafood. Oh, he felt good about that. He felt happy. He's like, they like my food. That's so cute. I like these times too, Armin. So Aaron knows how to use a gun now. Shit. So I trusted the other. And see each other as people. Can understand each other. Aww. Terrorize the world. Can't we talk? World's misconception. I'm Team Armin, man. I'm Team Armin. You'll like it. Given enough time. Oh my god. Yeah, they're all suffering from that. Formed to investigate Paradise Island after the operation to retake the founding Titan had failed. The first fleet embarked in 851. Over the following three, approximately 4,600 soldiers aboard a total of 32 scout ships and destroyers were sent to Paradise Island. However, not a single one has returned to Marley to this day. Years. Aww. Should have potatoes on the grave. Niccolo? No. Tropic has sneaked on the airship. It's too ridiculous to be true. Warrior candidate. My guard down. Sorry. All I did was cook her food. So much tasty food. Sasha and I were like twins. They really were. They're so close. They're inseparable. Half of me is gone. Y'all knew my daughter. Yeah, her dad. And that's the little girl she saved. Sasha's dad. Is that her mom? Oh, I'm gonna cry. Fuck. This is a nice episode. I know everything's gonna go to shit though, because Aaron's gonna be a psychopath and fuck shit up. Dude, fuck Aaron and Zeke. This is what needs to be done here. Like, Sasha's dad is a great guy. I remember his speech back in season 2. He was like, we need to, like, not... We don't need to... We shouldn't divide people and separate them and, like, hate. Like, learn to love and... Like, just... Like, his words to her, I can't remember them completely, but they were really powerful, really good words back in season 2. And that was my favorite season, actually. Like, I'm glad we get to see Sasha's dad that I thought we were going to, and we are. And he's still a good guy. Shaking hands with the Marlene guy who was cooking her food. The answer is love, man. I sound like a hippie, but make love, not war. If these two die, if anything happens to them, then I'm actually gonna fucking quit watching the show. And they just introduced me to Nicolo, and I already love him. A jail cell. Please stop glaring at me. Stole from Marley. Pixies! Properly thinking. We owe you so much already. You gave us hope. It's so good seeing Pixies. You truly know better than to. We do nothing but show we're friends of the audience. Unfortunate, but the guns we brought were meant to give Eldians freedom. Oh, I know it's selfish to ask, but can you overlook our cautiousness? Fuck. Have to keep Zeke on a tight leash. Dine at the same table again soon. Fuck. This is my hotel. Problem with it. It's a forest of giant trees. I can't think of a better place for you. Might be lots of fun with the EM gear. Captain Levi, I think. Should give me Falco this natural wonder. Depends on you. shit. What have happened anyways? Yeah. Annie. Shit. Win and live. The same words he told her back then. The only way to win is to fight. I think that's my new favorite episode. I'm shaking so much. Fuck, this show just gets me, man. This show might just actually break me. I don't know. That was nice getting to see her father, though, and that was clearly the little girl there with the blonde hair. All grown up. She had like a ponytail. Oh, it's Reiner now? That was Falco before. Now it shows Reiner instead? This season is gonna be fucking sad, but it's gonna have a beautiful message. It already does. Like, overall, just this show. It's such a basic premise, but just war is bad, love and peace is good, but like, just the way it's so much more intricate than that, and it's just fuck. Just the inevitability of war and shittiness. Oh my god. It was great getting to see Sasha again, seeing her eating food, seeing her like drooling and being all silly and shit. I missed just seeing the lighthearted times and stuff. I know where this is going, and I'm Team Armin, like, all the way. Yeah. Nope. I am not rooting for Eren. I don't give a shit. I'm not. I'm just not, man. I don't think the rumbling should happen. I don't know. I mean, regardless, at this point, as it is right now, the entire world is pissed off at Paradis, so yeah, they're going to attack. So I guess it's kind of inevitable at this point. Marley kicked the hornet's nest first, but the hornet's nest reacted in a good way, and then they reacted badly, and then they just kicked another hornet's nest, and that being the entire world. And then the entire world is going to kick the third hornet's nest, which will be the rumbling, which is fuck. That was brilliant how it showed them all like sort of just getting along at first. And it just showed the progress over time, how quickly it changed and like devolved, and how Yelena and Onyonkopon and everyone there soon had all the guns turned on them that they gave to the Eldians, even though they proved that they were like on their side. Eldian, really, there is no good guy, man. Like, just paranoia and hate and racism and like trust issues and shit. That's this show. That's the enemy of this show. Paranoia, racism, hatred, and trust issues. Like, in politics, like, fuck. It's crazy, man. It reflects our own world so accurately. So people act and react and their morals and decisions, like, it could be so easy to just stop war and stop hate, but sort of like a yin and yang, I suppose, but I've very rarely ever seen love overpower hate. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen that happen. I think throughout the history of, like, the entire human race, anything you can look back on, whenever there was a short period of love and peace, it doesn't last long. Very quickly things go to shit again. You know that expression, weak people create tough times, and tough times create strong people, the strong people create good times, and the good times create weak people, and the weak people create bad times. It's like a loop. I heard that expression, although, as true as that may be, it's not entirely 100% accurate. I believe what this show is getting at with its message, what the author really wants to get across here, I think it is more true to human conflict in shitty times than that old expression, by far. Weak people, I don't even know if I want to say that, because when there's good times, yeah, there's less struggle, so people aren't as tough, but that doesn't mean they're bad people. And there's still tough people around. Like, not everything is good. There's still going to be tough people in shitty times, even in the good times. Literally, at the end of the day, there's just always going to be hatred, racism, mistrust, and, like, paranoia and shit. Like, the 4 big ones, like, it fucking sucks. And it does feel inevitable. It feels like it can be so easily avoided, yet at the same time, it's just like there's no stopping it. It's like the Joker's line in the Dark Knight movie. It's like what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. Except I'm not in the right headspace right now to go in depth into that, what I'm thinking in my head right now. Because sometimes my mind goes at miles a minute. Like, I just think shit, but then I can't properly transfer them into my vocabulary and speech. I can think them, but when it comes to actually talking about my thoughts, I don't know how to fucking put it in words. But this story is fucking brilliant. If it were any other way, it would be like just an enjoyable cartoon for me. But just fuck, like, it is really like hitting in there, man. Like, fuck. It's just, I feel like this show is going to strike chords with a lot of people. Especially in the current year, how the world is, like the state of the world, like it's gonna make people feel things. It's making me feel things, like, just wish it would all stop, you know, just hatred and bullshit, and sometimes life, like current day especially, just feels like everything is like a fucking Twilight Zone episode, or like a South Park episode. Like, at this point, we're just making satire of ourselves, of the human race. Like, we're just a fucking joke. Like, you look at news articles and headlines, and you look at what's going on in the world. Just any conflict, any sort of, like, shitty anything, you can go on Google and almost immediately just feel like shit. You could be having a great day. You could hang out with your friends or family, eat a good meal, maybe go for a nice hike. I don't know. Listen to some nice music. Just have a good day. And you can go online when you see what's going on in the world in different places, just really quickly you feel like shit. It feels like you don't have any power to do anything. I think that's how Armin feels. Even with the power of the colossal titan and like Mikasa and his friends by his side and stuff, the scouts, he feels powerless. And at the end of the day, he was. At the end of the day, he came to Aaron's rescue and ended up doing something he really, really didn't want to have to do. That's probably, going to haunt him for the rest of his fucking life. And I feel terrible for Armin. And I feel worse for all the innocent civilians in that explosion he caused. Like, feel bad for the mental trauma he's going to have. And I feel horrible for just all those people. Even, this is what I'm talking about, man. It's an animated show, it's fiction, but like when they do it good, it makes you feel things. When they do it good, you can like easily associate yourself with the characters in the world and stuff, and it actually feels like real to you, and it's like, oh fuck. Especially for me, because like I already said many times, I've watched this show since 2013. So like, or is it 2014? Around that time. So I'm very attached to the characters and like this world and stuff. I'm hoping, I don't think I can see a happy ending. I can either see a bad ending or a middle ground ending where it won't be a bad ending or a good ending. It'll just be an ending with a message, which I'm hoping that's the case, because a bad ending will just completely leave me like fucking like thrown back. Just that would be like the equivalent of everyone in the 80s watching the Star Wars trilogy, like the original one. And what if in the third episode with like the Ewoks and shit, the stormtroopers just brutally murdered the Ewoks and all the rebels, and Emperor Palpatine killed Luke, and just like that's how it ended, and the Empire continued their rule, and like all the heroes died, and it was just a sad ending and nothing was accomplished. Imagine how much of a mindfuck that would be to the audiences. That's how I'll feel if Attack on Titan ends that way. Like, just wow. This show, man, fuck. I was almost gonna, I think I did actually cry a little bit at the part when Nicolo and Sasha's father were shaking hands. I was like, fuck. This is the solution here. It's like, Jean, should we toss the two kids off the airship? It's like, fucking no. Like, what will that accomplish? Yes, they just killed she killed Sasha. That's another thing I want to point out. People were pissed off at Falco. That's like the most basic ass shit. Like, if you seriously want to blame Falco for Sasha's death, then you are like not smart. Like, emotionally, so morally, you are not really very like high up there, like on the smartness scale of morality. Because some people apparently didn't notice Falco pushed Gabby to the ground when she took a shot at Jean, and the shot missed Jean, but in turn he also saved Gabby. He saved two people from getting killed. Falco, like Gabby, before Falco could even get in the ship, Gabby was already on and shot Sasha. If Falco could have climbed in time, he probably would have saved Sasha. Falco's a good kid. He doesn't deserve hate. He's such a good little lad. Like, I don't understand. Aaron said so himself. He's like, you're a good guy. I don't want anything bad to happen to you. Like, and Gabby's just been completely brainwashed, so like, I can't hate her too much, and she's like a child too. I'm just fucking sad that Sasha's gone. Like, had it been anyone else, had it been a Marley and Soldier, yeah, I would have been pissed at them, but like, Gabby's just a kid, man. Tossing her off an airship, like, Jean's right, that won't fucking accomplish anything. I am not with Flotch, I am not with Aaron, I'm not about any of that shit. I am totally on board with like Sasha's father. Onion Capone, like Armin, Mikasa, like Connie, Jean. Like, I'm with all them, man. World peace. Like, fuck this shit. I want a fucking war. But of course it's gonna happen because it's gonna be depressing and action packed and really insane. But, wow. Fuck this show. Anyhow, that's it for post episode discussion. Goodbye, everyone. Holy fuck.